The Angel of Darkness is Caleb Carr's sequel to The Alienist, which was a story about the early days of using psychology in the field of criminal investigation. If you haven't read that book and you like a Sherlock Holmes-esque mystery with a strong psychological angle, then you should definitely check that out first. Because The Angel of Darkness brings back all of the same characters from The Alienist. Right off the bat though, this book does not live up to The Alienist. The Angel of Darkness has been drastically toned down from the first book, making the story less compelling. I wasn't 100% sold on the choice of narrator, because the story sometimes felt crippled since the narrator was not involved in some potentially very interesting scenarios that instead had to be recounted to him and the reader later on. There are a lot of historical details regarding New York City and the state of New York in the 1800s, which if you're a history buff you will enjoy, but if not, it might just come off as needless description that doesn't really serve to move the plot along. That being said, the book could have benefited from some fat trimming. The last third of it unexpectedly turns into an outright courtroom drama, but by the time it gets there, I found myself forgetting exactly what set all this in motion in the first place. And sadly, one of the most interesting characters is not introduced until roughly 2/3 of the way into the story. Fortunately, the last 200 of the 700 plus pages do pick up the pace, and it does go by quickly. The Angel of Darkness feels like The Alienist light, but it's not a bad read if you really like The Alienist and are curious to see what else happens to these characters. Overall, I would give it a 2.5 out of 5. Check out The Alienist first, and if you really enjoy it, then you can delve into this too. If not, just stick with The Alienist.